As a student, you take tests all the time. A lot of your time in school is taken up by preparing for and taking assessments to gauge how well you've got a hold on the new skills you're learning. The important thing about tests is that they give information on whether or not you're understanding the material and also whether or not teachers are teaching it well to you. Therefore, they're huge sources of information in education. You've also probably taken many different types of tests. Some tests, like in music class, are in-person exams, while some tests are written down on a piece of paper and everyone has the same exact questions. But others, usually standardized tests, are taken on computers. There are many different types of computer exams. There's the static test that's more traditional, which is unchanging and the same for every student. And there's also the computer adaptive testing, wherein the type of test adapts to the examinee's ability level, also known as a tailored test. It gets harder as you get questions right. There's also the self-adaptive testing, wherein you choose the difficulty of the questions for yourself, rather than the computer algorithm doing it. Now, say we have a vocab test. If the test has 4 options for each word, then it wouldn't be as good of a measure of your vocabulary as a whole, but just of those few words. Say we want to pick synonyms for the word salient, and we have 4 different options. There's a chance that you might have memorized all the different synonyms of this word or known in advance that the test had the word salient on it, which makes it more flawed as an information-rich source. Maybe you're just a good guesser and you have 4 options to guess from. However, if the test is adaptive and it gets harder as it goes on, it would be more accurately able to measure your vocabulary abilities. This test is more rigorous because it's more unpredictable, but this is also more stressful for students. Another word for this concept is entropy. Entropy is the universal tendency towards disorder. In order to understand this concept better, consider an ice cube melting under the sun. Melting ice makes a perfect example of entropy because as the individual molecules are fixed and ordered, but as the ice melts, the molecules become free to move, therefore becoming more disordered. In a general sense, you can think of entropy as an energy spread. Something that is high entropy has concentrated energy, whereas something with low entropy has spread out energy. When we say that the universe tends towards disorder, we mean that the universe naturally spreads out the energy so that it is not concentrated, like in this diagram. Now, you may be asking, how does this all relate to tests that want to gain information about students and their teachers? Well, in these tests we want to maximize entropy, unlike in the vocabulary example, because in this way we can get more information. This is not the only consideration, though, that we think about when making tests. It's also important to minimize the amount of anxiety and stress felt by students like you.